Scorpio Scale Tarot Collective. It's your girl Yetica. Okay, still playing with these mics. So today we have it on the outside. I don't know. Anyways, okay. All right, let's do a right now reading. I'm gonna make this one quick because I wasn't gonna read today. It is a full moon in Aquarius, okay, but and today is the first day of Mercury retrograde, and I was right. It is in the sign of Cancer, okay. So until July 23rd, I believe. So it starts today. So you're probably feeling that retrograde energy, and then we also have a full moon today in the sign of Aquarius. So I've been kind of like trying, just kind of waiting, but the full moon was at like 10:46 a.m. So, but they've probably been doing stuff all week. Okay, I don't know. So just keep that in mind when you're going through the motions, that there's some energy like that lingering. Okay, so today is June 29th, 2026, okay? And it's 2:54 p.m. on the clock, okay? All signs are welcome. Collective, timeless, general tarot reading. Only take what resonates in this reading, leave the rest by yourself for your fit. Okay, so let's get into it. And get some messages. So what do we need to know, see, hear, be, feel about for the right now? Someone's spying. Okay, or collecting info or something like that. Okay. Let's see. So you're like, so maybe this. So the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, keep pulling your energy back. That's like a big message for the past like month. It's just like Nine of Cups, pull it back. And distribute that emotion, your emotion, to who you want to distribute it to. Don't let people force you to take anything emotionally that you don't want, okay? Or if someone comes up to you and offers you something, like, ask yourself if you really want it, okay? All right. So good job, collective. Keep pulling that emotion back, yeah, from these relationships or these couples or someone you're in a relationship with, because you know that they are trying to, I saw the Four of Swords, you know, keep you down permanently, maybe. Yeah, over money, as usual. All right, so what do we need to know, see, hear, be, feel about for the right now? Okay, yeah. So you are focused on your finances, or you finally have gotten into a situation where you're doing good financially. Okay, you're financially independent. You could own nice things. You have enough to own your things, have enough to own a property, have a garden. Okay. So you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, birds might be a messenger, or insects too. Like, some people don't look at insects as messengers, but if you are having a lot of bug situations, or you're seeing a lot of bugs, okay, then that's the insect spirits, okay? So those are signs too. So don't disregard insects, okay, as a messenger. So Nine of Pentacles, yeah, something's like someone was trying to slow you down, or that's what was going on for like 9 years, okay? Just because they didn't want you in this financial independence collective. And then, yeah, they might have like kicked you out of a community. So this could be your hometown in the background, and they like literally kicked your ass out, okay? Or made you homeless, or like blacklisted you in your own community, or where you wanted to like be in this Nine of Pentacles, okay? They like ousted you, like your whole community. So you've been like holding on to your money. You know, or maybe you're just really like, you're pretty good with money, you're cautious, okay? And that's why you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, okay? They're all under judgment because they tried to Ten of Swords you to get their money. I feel like you saved your money, or you spend, you're like a conscious consumer, okay? So like, you don't just go if I'm sure like most people, if you have it, you know, your budget's going to be a little bit different. Okay. But certain things, you know, with money, okay, like, so like say you're in this Nine of Pentacles and you want to buy something that's just expensive or lavish or, you know, whatever. You don't really do that. Okay. You like, if you want something, you'll save your money and you'll go get it. Okay. But there's someone that did not want you in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay. Like I said, you just keep pulling your emotion back and walking away. These people cannot believe it. So if you guys are doing that, I really am picking up, like, Spirit's super proud of you, and like, just keep doing that. Like, because it's really bringing in this judgment, and it's like, I feel like people are like dropping. Okay. Because this is what they wanted for you, or there's like they're all under judgment, like over 10 people, or these groups, it could be 10 different groups, they're all under judgment. And now the reason why is because that's why is because as long as you're out of this financial independence, they are in it. Okay. And now you're finally moving into yours, and these people are just going to drop or fall off. Okay, you're walking away. You're not anything that no longer serves you. Like, you're like, what's the point of staying? Yeah, so if you guys are listening to a high priestess, or just your high priestess or your intuition, okay, you know what's going on, okay, and just keep following your intuition on who to pull your energy back. And if these people pass away, or you see something happen to these people, those are your attackers, y'all. Especially if you like literally made up your mind and were like, I'm just gonna leave this person where they're at. I'm gonna walk and just pull my emotion back. And then this person passes away or leaves. They were living off of your energy, your emotional energy. Yeah. So they couldn't find a way to like force an offer, or for you to take this offer. You're content with what you have, but you're not taking emotion out this time. Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of stars or celebrities or people in the spotlight that were trying to continue using and siphoning your energy so they can stay in the spotlight. And that is no longer going to be the situation for you, collective. It's going to be their situation where they'll be holding on to what they got, and they'll be constantly in this Ten of Swords energy. Okay. Yeah. And there's a toxic couple. Okay. Or you were in a toxic relationship at some point, marriage, whatever, situationship. Okay. And, or you found out this couple was working for an industry. Okay. They were up against you. Okay. And it's all about your inheritance or your money. They should not even have any information about your money, so this is privacy invasion. But they literally are doing this because you got some sort of like inheritance, or you are a trust fund baby, or you have a large bank account, basically. So instead of working for it like you did, collective, or like, I feel like you want to make your money on your own. If you're like me, I'm kind of like, it's cool that people have money. Like I do. I'm like, that's cool that person made that much money. I hope if they tell me they did it in a messed up way, I'm not down for that. But if they did it like, they went for it and they were successful and they end up getting money and wealth from doing something, then I have respect for that person who's wealthy. The other people, the people doing these, killing people and playing games by blocking this and that and money and that stuff, I don't have any respect for that shit either. I'm like, it don't need to be this way. There's plenty for everyone, and this is just literally about attention, about who's got money. It's not about fixing or repairing things or using that money to help the earth, or get things to stop that are not good, or they just want to go, they just want the money so they can go be with money. So stay away from people like that, because they're just going to wrap you into this bullshit. So don't take this offer, pull your emotion back. Okay, someone might come in again, or this is the retrograde energy. I feel like everyone's going under judgment, and I feel like the collective who's been going through this kind of stuff for up to like 9-10 years or even longer, this retrograde, like good, like money's coming back to you. Like everything that these people did to you is going to come back in this retrograde for you. And it's going to be yours, and they are going to get judgment this retrograde. So everything they sent out for however long is coming back all at once during this retrograde. And we're in Aquarius, age of Aquarius, and well, we're in Cancer, so that's that moon energy. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of things exposed over the next 4 weeks. Or a lot of stuff's going to go down. A lot of judgments coming in. You keep walking away from follow your intuition, keep walking away from anything that feels like someone's trying to put their karma on you, or they want you there so that you can go through this shit with them. No, leave them where they're at. They need to go through this stuff alone because that's their karma and they're under judgment. Go focus on whatever you got going on, and don't be around these people right now because they're getting karma and judgment. Yeah, you're too strong, okay? So these people wanted to try it, and now it's over. So the cops are moving in. They know about maybe your community. Well, after yesterday, look, the Six of Cups just came out. So the cops are going after the community, and literally, what did I just talk about at yesterday? Scorpio Scale Tarot is Northern California be investigated. It's it. That's the only thing, you guys. I feel I'm from there, and like I got ran out of there. So if something like that happened to you, okay, then trust me that things are going to work out in your favor, okay? And just be open to this coming in for you. So you might be moving, okay? Or the cops are moving in on a community from your past that did this to you, okay? So they did this all. This is why they're moving into. They did this all because they did not want you to have money. They want you constantly blocked, struggling, homeless. They don't want they don't want you to have any kind of financial security. Why? It's because you're going to change everything. So like it's like I said in the beginning of the reading, if you stay in the Four of Pentacles, then they get to stay in this Nine of Pentacles. So now you guys are switching places. And what you do with this money is not going to be what these people have been doing with this money. What you do with it is going to be good for you and other people, okay? So like you have like some ideas or plans or something in this community, like you're needed. I heard you're needed by like a lot of people, the masses, okay? And these people, like it's a small group or whatever, they literally blocked you because you're going to help everybody. Because you're a prophet, you can predict things, like, and you're supposed to do this for your community, and your community exiled you if you're a high priestess or a psychic. You literally are probably the only thing that was protecting your community, and they ousted you. And now they have no protection because you're gone. So like with me with Northern California, they're going to get all messed up because they kicked me out. They should have never kicked me out. So that's on them. That they're under judgment for that. Then they tried to unalive me too. And so I've been, I've been up here. Oh, and then yesterday I talked about in Level Tarot. So I didn't really start getting attacked, or it might have been this reading. I'm not sure. I'm getting mixed up. I didn't really start getting attacked until I started watching tarot. So in 2016, I met a chick. I was in college at Chico State in California. Okay, and I just went through a breakup, and I met this girl in my ceramics class, and she was pretty, I want to say more witchy. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but she knew about tarot, and I was really into it. I'm really into astrology. I have been my whole life, but like zodiac signs and stuff like that. And she told me that there's YouTube tarot, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to check it out. So I started watching it. Okay, I got one reading from one person, and that was in 2020 I got that reading, and I wasn't impressed. It was okay. It was just kind of, I just feel like it was kind of half-assed by the person I got. I'm not going to say who it was, but anyway, so, but I didn't really start getting messed with until I started like watching tarot. And then I said that it was 3 years. No, it was like I didn't start a tarot channel on YouTube until 2021. And I've been watching it since 2016. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it was like 5 years before I even started a tarot channel to read tarot. Okay. So, like, all I'm saying is like why I got ousted is because of my spiritual gifts, but my spiritual gifts were literally protecting my entire community and they ousted me. So now where I'm at right now, I'm protecting this community because they aren't doing what Northern California was doing to me and my other family members that are no longer here. So they got them, they didn't get me. So my point is these third parties are under heavy judgment, but like you collective, like you got these gifts or whatever, you weren't supposed to be ousted. These people were supposed to come to you for guidance and protection in your community, and they ousted you and tried to kill you if you resonate. So that's why they're under judgment. So you might move forward, you might go back to your community, maybe you're waiting for this to go down. Okay, so there I hear Rico. Okay, and I actually just looked up. I just looked up the definition of RICO because I forgot it was racketeering. Hold on. Look at this. So it basically RICO is like a mob situation or a gang situation. Okay, so it basically means that, you know, there's the main boss and they are calling, you know, the hits on people. And so if they do that and they send other people to do the dirty work for them, basically, that the person that sent out the hit is also going to get charged, as well as the people who went out and did the deed. Okay, so, or whatever the boss told him to do. So that's what a RICO is. So RICO stands for the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. It is a U.S. federal law enacted in 1970 that allows prosecutors to charge the leaders of a criminal syndicate with the crimes they ordered or oversaw, rather than just the underlings who physically committed them. Okay, so what I just said. So how RICO works: to secure a RICO conviction, prosecutors must prove a defendant engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity and participated in an ongoing enterprise. The enterprises can be a mafia family, a street gang, a corrupt corporation, or even a loosely associated group of individuals operating together. The pattern: the individuals must have committed at least 2 of the 35 designated state or federal crimes. Examples: extortion, murder, bribery, money laundering, fraud, within a 10-year period. RICO allows the government to link separate lower level crimes and attribute them to the heads of the organization. Because the law targets the entire organization and allows prosecutors to bypass traditional conspiracy loopholes, freeze or seize assets and businesses associated with the criminal enterprise before or after a conviction, hand down harsh sentences up to 20 years in prison per RICO count. Beyond the mafia, while initially designated to dismantle the mafia, RICO's broad definitions have been expanded over the years to include white-collar crime, corrupt politicians, and even organized fraud rings. Okay, so that's the definition. That's from Google. Just to give it credit. Okay, so RICO, that's what it is. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so there's the messages. So the more you know, the more will get exposed. So keep learning out there, self-educate people. Okay, go look into stuff you're interested in. Okay. So yeah, someone's gonna send messages, or you're gonna send messages out, okay? Or someone was like, or you're like sending it back. Like, this is kind of like yesterday's, like your angels, okay? That's like one of your angels. They're like sending this back, whatever these people are trying to send at you. Yeah, and their money is like completely come to a stop, or they're slow moving. Okay, or they have to like take like they don't something's happening where these third parties keep getting like caught and then they have to do their own work and they don't usually do the work. They hire people to do work or third parties. Okay, so they got to go take care of their own shit now or the mess they made. Yeah, so Ace of Wands, like someone's like a salamander or this has something to do with like salamanders have something to do with volcanoes in my symbol book. Okay, something with a castle in the back, okay? Or there's a lot of stuff going on like with like nature, like with maybe the reptilians, okay? There's a lizard and a snake. Okay, or these reptile people, okay? And they're defeated. Someone tried to like steal an idea, like instead of taking the idea, they got spirit gave them a salamander instead or some just something else and you defeated them. Okay, someone's under investigation or they found the snake pit. I told you where it's at. These community, the cops are moving in on these snakes, the detectives or private investigators, okay, or the authority figures on these people playing. Because they're hiding out in the hills of Northern California. They're hiding in places that are rural, that are hard to get to, dirt roads, and places that are not commonly spoken of, that are kept quiet on purpose so they can sit there and hide there and watch while. And a lot of these houses up in Northern California, this is a mountainous area. Some people live off the grid. They don't have any kind of way to track them. They do that on purpose because they're criminals. Okay, the tower's coming in and this is getting dealt with. So these people can get ready to have some unexpected change and you too, collective, but I feel like the change for you is going to be positive and good and really bad for these third parties attacking you, okay? So yeah, these wealthy people, they're under judgment. Okay? And someone might pass away or someone got buried and there's something suspect that came out yesterday. Okay, yeah, you definitely did not take this offer. Okay? You were like, I'm good with what I have. Keep doing that. Anyone that comes in, because look, they're trying to put something in something and then make you drink it. Trying to poison you and they're going to sacrifice you. Okay, they're still trying to do this magic on you because they're mad that you're exposing them because you're a high priestess. It's like you were supposed to help the community that you're from, and these people could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. These two males or your whole community is now under investigation because they tried to poison you or to unalive you. So that's not cool. Yeah, cycle's closed. Expect all your options back this this retrograde, okay? Alright. And it's in Cancer, so that's water, so it's probably gonna be like emotional or I don't know. It's the moon energy, Cancer, okay? So I think a lot of illusions are gonna get exposed. Involves the gym. Okay, so the gym's involved with whatever, or the gym, if someone did something new at a gym or gyms, GYM, they're under judgment or their business is under judgment. Contaminant, water plume, a plume of groundwater that has been contaminated by pollutants from the soil aquifer. So someone might have like purposely like contaminated the soil aquifer in a water source. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. Okay, you will see a sign when you are driving. Okay, you could be dealing with a Leo. My strength. Okay, or like maybe you got back in the gym. They didn't want you to do that, or it's like like you doing something like that is hiring your vibration or your energies, and they didn't want you to do that, or someone was trying to get you not to go to be healthy or be in the gym. Someone has a peanut allergy. Okay, involves the devil, and someone is bullying you. So there could be a Leo, or there are people from your community are trying to bully you from your past. Okay, I don't think you give a shit. Like, you already know these people are bullies. You probably just walk away. Okay, involves the maintenance workers, or you got, wherever you're at, there's maintenance workers trying to mess with you or bully you. Okay, these people are living in fear. Okay, involves this karmic group of friends. Yeah, they could all work in maintenance or all on the same job. Yeah, they need to cancel these plans, or you need to cancel some plans. Okay, it's a setup. Okay. Okay, if you don't cancel plans and you go, okay, someone might cancel on you. And then if you do end up going, whatever you have planned, do not eat or drink anything from these people. Okay, just go eat before you go to wherever you have plans to go to. And just, yeah, they use a alleyway or take the back alleyways or back streets. I'll hit you right here. You see that? They're zapping me with my phone. All right, so someone is a super weird copycat. Could be a Leo. Okay, you need to question everyone and everything right now. Okay, why the Four of Pentacles? So someone put something in your drink. Look, don't do it. Where is it? This couple trying to poison you, or someone you're with is trying to poison you. Like, doesn't this dude look sick? And this chick's like, yeah, here, hold it up. Or this person looks hella pale though, like sick. Yeah, that's the Tower. They're trying to take, it could be someone you're in a relationship with. They're trying to poison you inside a relationship. It's a little bit more common than people think. Yeah, you see how you dumped it out? And then look, this person, they put something in your drink. So dump it out or just cancel altogether. But be cautious of these people trying to put stuff in your drink and poison you, okay? Yeah, involves a student or students. So you could be in school or college. I was just talking about college. Involves that evil pastor. Okay, they might be trying to poison you, like where you go to school at. If you're like a college kid, I'm picking up. But this could be high school, any kind of schooling situation, or could be like something with a pastor. Okay, this could be like a Catholic or Christian school or a religious school. I heard St. Mary's. Involves Department of Motor Vehicles. Okay, this person has the insect, or this person has the energy of an insect. They bug in, so it could be a Cancer. Okay, or there's a police officer from your community that's under judgment, or they're either, or you're moving, or something with a Cancer from your community. Okay, they're the ones that blocked your money. Someone is disabled. They have limited movement, senses, activities, or it's like a cop. Okay, they, or something with a vehicle. They're from your community. They're blocking your money or keeping you out of this community with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Okay, your spirit guides protect you in the dream state. Okay, ESP, extrasensory perception, telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, awareness of information about events external to self. So you have ESP, or you got something going on. That's why you got ousted too, like I said earlier, because of your spiritual gifts. Stalker alert, they stalking 24/7, or you got someone in a vehicle stalking you, or a cop, or a Cancer. Yeah, this cult involves a cult. Okay, White Judgment and the Ten of Swords involves landscapers and landscaping. Okay, involves spirituality. Someone's karma will be sickness and disease. I think it's because I ate chips. It's the little camera and they're fucking zapping me through my phone right now. You guys seeing that? Do weapons. Someone is a spy. Yeah, these third parties, it doesn't matter what their job title is. If they're a third party to you, illegally surveillancing you, spying you, I don't care how high ranking they think they are, they're all under judgment. They've been slandering your name. Oh, a spy been slandering my name, huh? Spy slandering your name. These third parties are spies, and they think they're not going to get judgment or karma. Do they feel immune? You're going against people's free. You can ask people for their consent for anything you guys are doing illegally by not asking for consent and doing it anyways. You could ask anyone if they are down, and you could give them some information about why you're watching or surveillancing them. But you guys want to sit here and be like, well, this is my job. Oh, is that going to protect you even though you're doing something illegal to someone because your job is to do that? No, you should be careful about where you work and what you do for work to get money, because illegally spying on people, good, normal, regular people, so you can sell shit to them. Instead of watching the bad guys or going after them, you terrorize and mess with people that are just minding their own fucking business. And you do this without anyone's consent, so you can sell products to us and advertise to us and be perverts and predators at us, towards us. You can sit there and you can talk about anyone you want, any way you want, because you're not in the same room with them, but you're watching them. I'm like, you guys are going to get serious karma and judgment. I don't care how long you've been doing it. The longer, the worse the judgment and the karma is going to be. But you guys literally think your job title that you gave yourself, basically, that is man-made, created, is going to protect you from spiritual judgment or karma. I'm like, I'm so tired of people up my ass with their fat fucking nose. Like, who are you and what business is my business to you? It's not. Okay, someone's doing mirror magic. Just rebuke it and send it back. Mirror it back. Whatever they're sending, mirror it back to all of them times 1,000 with karma attached. Someone wanted to be your replacement. Yeah, okay. You're weird and you're a psychopath. It's in a cellar, a room, or set of rooms below the ground floor of a building. And they separated us with a line when everything is a full circle. So these third parties are under heavy judgment. Just stay away. Involves an Aries sign, male or female. Okay, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Yeah, cyber espionage, the use of technology, confirmation. Just back me up, Spirit. The use of technology to spy on a company or government or people illegally. So that's what you're going to get karma for. Something took place outside, outdoors, in nature. So expect messages. This was all gossip. Day full of it. Expect money. Keep walking away and expect money. Okay, someone passed away. Okay, and involves a teacher. Okay, something with an app. Someone acting like a bitch. Involves forensics, evidence, and proof. Exactly. So that's going to be the proof and the evidence on these third parties, and they're bringing judgment in. They got nothing on you. So all these people have been gossiping, slandering your name, saying it's you. So they're trying to set you up to be in their position because they're the ones who did it. So, and then it's just not adding up, or there's stories all over the place, or all of them, they just cannot get the story right. And so it's going to go back to what's the physical evidence, and they got a bunch on this group and they have nothing on you. I'm hearing open and shut case. It won't even go to court because they're going to have to, it's just like, they're just going to go straight to jail. They're not gonna have, if they have a trial, it's gonna be if they go into a courtroom, the court session will only be like 30 minutes because that's how bad this is. Like on this group or these people, it's like it's open and shut because it's literally all these people. It's gonna be like all the people on their side, okay, that were involved. Okay, it's gonna be like a full courtroom on that side, and then it's just gonna be you. No one behind you. No witnesses to call because this was all done to you. Someone left-handed. It's going to look really, really imbalanced because that's exactly what it is. Okay, someone left-handed. Okay, this person is a literal psychopath for real. Do not be fooled. So keep walking away. Anyone that's you're starting to, you know, pick up, or you get, Spirit will give you the signs. Pay attention. Okay, reminder, make sure to write this down. Okay, make sure to be writing things down. If you do, date, time, and sign it. Okay, it's good so you can reference that later. Okay, as proof or evidence, like journals are definitely proof or evidence. Okay, I feel like journals are probably some of the best. If you journal, then you're ahead of the game. Like that's the best evidence you can get. Because like if you're like me, especially when I was at my dad's, I wrote every freaking day. I wrote everything that happened that day in grave detail. Like I think I did like, so yeah, so just like, and then I date it and then time it and sign it. Most of the time, sometimes I don't time it, but I'm trying to do that more. So just so it's like super like on point. Reminder, make sure to write this down. Okay, they are a drug addict, drug user. That's why this stuff's getting exposed too. Like they're at this point, if they've been doing drugs for a long time, they're functioning addicts. They can't hold it up anymore, or they're physically starting to show the effects of being long-term on some sort of drug. Okay, and it's like physically showing official messages being sent or delivered. So that's the 8 of Wands. Okay, why the High Priestess? Okay, make time to clean your house, clean your diet, clean your body, clean your car, clean your thoughts. Okay, follow your intuition, or like if you do these things, you keep things clean. Okay, that's gonna get you. It's gonna open up for more messages. Okay, because there might be like something dirty, or it like it's they want your houses to be clean. They want you to be unclean because that's how they access your energy, because they're dirty like that. And so like there's something like if you, I feel like it's a form of spell work, because literally like I'm really clean. I deep clean every 2 weeks. Okay, like I do the regular stuff, and then I usually like every week and a half, 2 weeks I'm cleaning like a deep clean. Okay, but tell me why, like this is how I know it was spell work. Okay, so I just found this like 2 days ago. So I've been having these flies in my house, and I'm like, okay, well I have my door, but we're in a place where it's not, I shouldn't have fly. I don't know where the flies are coming from. Okay, so I'm like, where the hell? They're not. They either coming through the vents, or like it's, my door is not open enough for when these flies show up. Let's put it that way. So I'm like, they're hatching from somewhere. So I was like randomly, I was like, all right, I got a little time. I'm gonna clean. This is 2 days ago. So tell me why. And this is spell work. So if I didn't find this little nest of flies, I think it was like little fly larvas. I'm not sure what kind of fly. They're brown. I don't know if it was like, because I found a cockroach in here. I don't know what this is, but they were definitely like little, it was a nest of like insects or something. So I got really grossed out for the rest of the day after I found this. But literally, I was like, someone sent that shit to me. And I found it. So my point is, clean, they're like, they want, so then that something like that will happen. So like you'll have an infestation. It's like you might not be dirty. I've never seen, like, that's why I know I'm leaving, because these people are attacking me. I also found some like blood outside my door, like splattered. And I bleached it, and like it was like right on the side of the wall where the door is, and I was like, that came out of nowhere. And it's like, so I'm like seeing little things like that I'm like, what are these people doing? And then I found the little nest like 2 days ago, and I just like, I like got it all out. And it's all, I was like, I'm so glad I found that. But Spirit told me, and Spirit was like, if you would have waited like one more day, that shit would have, there would have been flies everywhere. There had to be like at least like 30 eggs. This is like right by my front door in the corner. And I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, is that where the flies have been coming from? Yeah, not one fly since. And I was like, because they were like, I was like, where are these guys coming from? I was like, God, I was like, there's no way. Spell work. Also, when I see like house flies, though, someone like, that's like demonic. And so get that shit out of your house. And also, that means like someone died. So if all the so that means I got to the nest before they hatched, and I didn't have to go individually like take out all these flies. I just get them all out at the same time. So I was wondering also if that's a message that like I literally just like took out a whole group of demons. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Thought they were above the law. Okay, so these people's properties, anything with money, there's messages going out about it, or they're gonna receive messages, or the cops are gonna move in. There could be like a raid, or the cops are gonna subpoena third parties, or they're gonna go arrest them. Involves karmic females, guilty crime, neglect of home and personal property. Yeah, and also they're getting caught because they don't clean up. So it's like I saw a cockroach too, and I'm like, how the hell did this get in here? And I was like, because literally I'm like in a little ass apartment, like this shit is not, and it's not like there's just not there's not a lot of bugs. Like I'm on the top floor, so like there's not a lot up here. Down, if I was on the first floor, I could see like more bugs coming in because I've lived in a first floor apartment before, and the bugs do try to get in. It's more accessible. They're not going to go all the way up to come in. All right, so let's wrap this up and get out of here. Okay, so it involves ambulances and paramedics. All right, but literally, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this is spell work. So make sure, like, if you're a clean person, just if you like don't check some spots and you feel like you've been getting like spell work done on you, or some witches attacking you or something, then make sure to check. Like, I found this on like a duster. So they like laid in it. It was like this little cheap duster thing, and I just put it over there because I rearranged a little bit so I could get this set up right, and then I was like, dude, if I would have waited one more day, it looks seriously grossed me out. Okay, involves a plumber or like someone's like sending, but and I had a dream too when I first moved into this place. That I had a lucid dream that in the bathtub. I think I was only here like a week, and there was all these bugs crawling up out of the drain in the bathtub. It was a lucid dream when I first moved into this place, and then all this stuff's going on. So I don't know, maybe a plumber's like sending bugs through the vents or through the pipes. So DEA is the U.S. federal law enforcement agency combating drug trafficking and distribution. Okay, yeah, something happened in the bathroom. Confirmation. But I have all my drains covered, like 24/7, except my sink one, but I have like two covers over that. So they probably could go through the sink drain, I guess, in the kitchen. The other bathroom ones, those are all always closed. Just so nothing will come up, you know? All right. Yeah, they attack you because of their spiritual gifts. They attack you because of your spiritual gifts. So that's what this community did. They ousted you, okay? If you resonate, the beginning of the reading, okay? So you got ousted or something. So something's going to change from your community or something from your past. And we're in this retrograde energy. And just know that you might, if you want to go back, these third parties are going to get dealt with. And then you're going to be able to go back. And this is going to be over, like finished. Because I think that's, if you're like me, that's the only reason I'm not, is because every time I go there, they're trying to kill me. And so I'm just like, I don't know what I did or why, but I'm not going to let my community do it like they did it to my dad and my grandma. And my grandma, both my grandmas, and both my grandmas did work in that community that I'm from, or they were a part of it. And it's just funny that my dad, born and raised over there, passed, and then my grandma passed like a month later. And then two other people that were affiliated with my family, they were in my mom and dad's life, they passed away in 2024. All four of them died within 6 months of each other in my community. So, and then my grandma Betty was in a different state, and then a month after my dad got taken out, she got taken out, but she was the one that worked in that community in the hospitals as a nurse, and she's dead. And my dad is a drafted Vietnam vet, and I think something with the VA is going on with that, and we talked about it, me and my dad, extensively, and we know that they were not Um, they're not good caretakers for these veterans. So let's put it that way. So it's just interesting that the VA, Veterans Affairs, and my dad, and then we had my grandma Betty, who worked at in my community in two different hospitals as a surgical like prep nurse, and she died a month after they took my dad out. And he was in a nursing home, like whatever, but so just be careful, people, but like something's gonna come out and get ready for it, okay? The messages are coming out and you're just gonna walk away, or you're finally gonna just know the truth and you're gonna be able to move more freely, since this has just been really blocking you, okay? And that was the whole point of the whole thing anyways, okay? It's just to keep you blocked, or you know, I don't know, collective. All right, that's what I got. Scorpio, Scale, Tarot. Take what resonates in this reading, leave the rest. Put yourself where you're fit, and I will see you for the next one.